Welcome to the Love Hub channel, where we discuss matters of the heart and give relationship advice to women. In today's episode, we are going to talk about the signs that he is ignoring you. Remember, the Love Hub is a judgment-free zone. We don't judge women here. We are your safe space. And if this video will resonate with you, feel free to share your thoughts in the comments section below. Now let's get to the topic. Sign 1. He cancels plans with you. When a girl cancels the date, she has a good reason to do so. But when a guy does the same, it usually means that he is probably seeing someone else or he's just not that interested. Girls take dates seriously, often more than men do. We just love the moment, the getting ready part, the chatting with our girlfriends. It's a whole huge process that we take seriously. So girls don't usually cancel dates. A man who is really interested in you will never ever cancel all his plans with you. The moment he laid his eyes on you, he decided that he will do everything he can to get to know you. So if he just keeps changing his plans in the last minute, then it's a clear sign that he's really not interested and that he may be seeing somebody else on the side. Sign 2. He is not responsive to calls and texts. If he is taking longer to return your text messages within a reasonable amount of time, then it's a sign that he is ignoring you, perhaps for someone else. When someone ignores you on text, I know that it's hard to accept it. You feel so rejected. But before jumping to conclusions, ask him what's going on and pay close attention to his answers. Unlike girls, boys have their own reasons for ignoring you. So be an adult about him. Ask him first and communicate with him properly. Sign 3. He is not interested in sex. Whether it's about the sex, the foreplay, the kissing, the cuddling, and the PDAs, if these are the things that he used to engage in with you, and all of a sudden the physical intimacy just suddenly stopped, then you should be worried and upset. There has to be a reason why he no longer wants to do these things with you, and you have the right to know about it. So talk to him about it. Straighten things out. It could be due to medical reasons. Well, if it's not, then something else is wrong. Sign 4. He asks you to stop acting paranoid. If he is trying to emotionally manipulate you by ruling out your concerns as paranoia and makes you feel even more insecure about the relationship, then this is a big red flag. A good partner who is invested in you would try to talk things out to clear your mind and your concerns. He wouldn't blame you for having doubts. A sensible boyfriend will listen to you. He will talk to you about the issues that you are having, and he will try to understand where your emotions and your worries are coming from. Sign 5. You are no longer his priority. If he shows you concern from the very beginning and then the next day acts aloof and as if he no longer knows where you stand with him, if he suddenly needs to have more space in your relationship and gets defensive whenever you're asking him what's wrong, then this is a huge red flag. You may no longer be a priority in his life. If you find yourself constantly asking him where he is, or why is he always hanging out with friends, and why is there no time for me, then surely he is hiding something, or perhaps he is trying to avoid spending time with you. And if that's the case, you need to sit down and talk to him about it. Sign 6. He's ashamed to tell you something. He is ignoring you perhaps because he is ashamed to tell you something that has been bothering him. Maybe he's feeling so stressed over the idea that you might judge him if he tells you what is in his heart. When a person is under major stress, the first thing they want to do is run or hide from the world. They don't want to be a social butterfly or chat up with people, they just want to be left alone. Maybe the best thing that you can do if a person is avoiding you is give him space, let him think things over. When he's ready, he will share his thoughts with you. Just be ready to support him. Sign 7. He isn't even aware that he's ignoring you. It is a mistake to assume that every man is the same. It can be misleading to get advice from a man other than the man you want answers from. Men will probably have different opinions when it comes to certain things. It's the same with women. Some men know how to communicate and some don't. If your man doesn't know how to communicate when you are both having a problem, then you have to teach him how to do it. Make him feel comfortable so that he knows that when there is something that is bothering him, he can talk to you about it without feeling judged or without being ridiculed. Whenever you are around, he won't hesitate to tell you what's going on because there is a level of comfort there. So if a man is ignoring you, if you feel that he is ignoring you, then sit down and talk to him about it in a patient and calm manner. Don't nag him. Don't make him feel small. You're just going to end up driving him away. Sign 8. He feels intimidated. A lot of men are insecure. It's the same with women. We all have our own insecurities. They may not express it as much as we do, especially when he is really into a girl. You might not know it, but perhaps the reason why he is avoid contacting you or responding to your messages is because he has a lot of insecurities that he still has to deal with. Maybe at one point in his past, he had to deal with a woman whom he fell in love with and opened himself up to, and he just ended up being burned by that relationship. Maybe he's still dealing with that trauma. So if he does have insecurities, don't push him. Let him handle it first. These are just some of the signs that he may be ignoring you. As you can see, there are different reasons why. It's not always because he's not interested. Men also have to deal with their own issues. If this video resonates with you, feel free to share your thoughts in the comment section below. Until